Hey guys, this is Ben, and this is a video for my Geology in My Backyard project. I'm currently in Cibolo Park, located in Boerne, and today we'll be looking at various geological processes spread across this park. It's pretty windy here today, so I'll try to take some shots that don't sound like I'm in the middle of a hurricane. Here we see an example of physical weathering, also known as mechanical weathering. This is a process that takes place when rocks break down but have the same chemical infrastructure as the other rocks that it came from, so theoretically you can break down these rocks and reform them in the original shape that they were in. These rocks probably fell due to erosion from this river long ago, weathering away the material from underneath, seen here, and that caused the weight of these rocks to be too much, and it created a fault line here of sorts where the rock itself broke off, and today this is where it sits. So here we are only a few feet away from the previous footage, and here we can see another example of physical weathering in this root right here, growing in between the cracks of these rocks. And there's also saplings over there growing in the cracks of these rocks as well. This is physical weathering because these roots grow in these cracks and they grow larger, thus breaking apart the rocks even more, creating bigger gaps, and eventually this rock right here that is currently floating will fall due to these roots and these saplings growing in these cracks. This creek here is an example of an overland flow. When water reaches the surface and cannot infiltrate the minerals at the bottom of this creek, it is known as an overland flow. When water is introduced to the earth, gravity will naturally try to pull it to the center of the earth, but if the ground is too saturated with water, not allowing infiltration, the water will flow along, creating what's called a runoff, where water will flow down the stream where it is steepest, thus creating a runoff. Here we can see the flow of water. Near the center, it's the slowest, and near the edges, the water runs faster. This is my favorite part. Best part of the park, in my opinion. You can see in between these roots here, there used to be soil, but it's been eroded away. This place is prone to flooding when it's not running low here. And so those rapid streams probably looped around in those roots there and took all the soil downstream. I'll get to that next. Here we see a great example of deposition, also known as the deposit of minerals from a stream when it loses energy. There is large and small particles here. That is due to the flooding that occurs in this area. And when flooding occurs, these water currents are very strong and are able to carry larger and larger bits of material downstream. When the water is faster, it's able to carry more. When the water is slower, it's only able to carry tiny stuff like that. Rarely is a stream ever straight. Due to nature, there's many obstacles for this stream to come across when trying to flow down. There can be fallen trees, rocks protruding, and various other objects blocking the stream's path. Now these obstacles make the stream flow in different ways. Around the corners of these obstacles, the water flows faster. And here, where there's no obstacles, water will run slower. Where the water runs faster, the erosive properties of it will grow exponentially. Eventually, in this bend here, those rocks will be washed away, and then this flow of the stream will resume as normal. And with that concludes our exploration of geological processes in Cibolo Park. I sure enjoyed my stay here, and hopefully you did too. Tune in next time, and remember, stay safe, stay healthy, stay wild. See you on the next adventure.